Hello and welcome back to Cricket Country. The Indian T20 League has began with three different but three interesting matches. We saw in Game 1 on a raging turner on a pitch which frankly was not the best advertisement for the league or T20 cricket for that matter. We saw MS Dhoni totally outthink his opposite captain Virat Kohli by picking 4 spinners and telling Harbhajan Singh, it seems, before the match that he would be bowling in the power play as compared to Virat Kohli, who in his Bangalore side picked just one specialist spinner in Yuzvendra Chahal and Moeen Ali as the backup. That match, while engaging, was perhaps not what fans of the IPL want to see. People like to see big hits, monstrous sixes, something which like what David Warner, Rishabh Pant and Andre Russell did in the subsequent 2 matches on Sunday. Today's match is between Rajasthan and Punjab. 2 teams who between them have only won the IPL once, and that was way back in 2008 when Shane Warne's Rajasthan team, a bunch of misfits really, which have been written off by many after they lost their first match, went on to surprise many people and win the league. Punjab has always boasted a strong team on paper, but that has never translated into the IPL title. They reached the final once when Riddhiman Saha got 100, but they were upstaged by Kolkata led by Gautam Gambhir. Now, looking at this season of the Indian T20 League, let's start with Punjab. They have Chris Gayle, the man who really does not seem to slow down. Hardly a few weeks ago, he stunned England with over 400 runs in 4 ODIs. Didn't do as much in the T20s that followed, but Gayle is a superstar when it comes to T20 cricket. Has runs across the world. Pretty much whichever league he goes, he ends up bringing back some record or the other. They have KL Rahul, a batsman really pushing for a place in India's World Cup squad. And then you have the likes of Mayank Agarwal, you have Karun Nair, Nicholas Puran in the middle order. These are players who really on their day can put up 180, 200. The problem, as always with Punjab, is the bowling. You have Ashwin, who's their captain, a fantastic bowler in Test, but somebody who in one days and T20s has been sidelined when it comes to India's plans. He's a bowler who recently said that he does not want to be pigeonholed into being a one-format bowler and have a lot to prove. Now the key thing here is that they have Mohammad Shami, a bowler who has really sort of come out of the wilderness to stake his claim as an opening bowler for India in the World Cup. The issue as always with India's fast bowlers. We saw Jasprit Bumrah yesterday getting injured, and now it seems all of India is worried about his fitness. The same would be the case with Mohammad Shami, a player who really has overcome injuries, a dodgy knee and back problems to become a fantastic limited overs bowler for India, at least in one-dayers. Punjab do not have Andrew Tye. He's not landed in India from Australia yet, and they also don't have David Miller, who until yesterday was playing for South Africa in a T20 series. These 2 players are very crucial figures for Punjab, but until then, how the franchise slots in their replacements remains to be seen. Speaking of Rajasthan, they're led by Ajinkya Rahane, a batsman who, at least when it comes to T20s, his strike rate always seems to bring out some criticism from people across the board. The thing with Rahane is that he has, remember, IPL success, which really catapulted him into India's one-day plans about 4 or 5 years ago. Has not had the best of times recently. Again, the strike rate remains an issue, even in the one-day format for Rahane. But we know with players like Stephen Smith, who like David Warner for Hyderabad, is back after almost a year. In fact, his and Warner's bans get over in literally 5 days. And how a player like Smith, who won't be captaining, but who offers so much as an all-formats player and as a tactical leader in this Rajasthan setup, remains to be seen. They do have, of course, Joss Buttler, Ben Stokes, 2 really superstars of the modern game, and 2 players which had a huge impact on the franchise's fortunes last season in the Indian Premier League. Especially Joss Buttler, who exploded with a series of half-centuries. But keep in mind, Rajasthan are one of the teams most likely to be hit hard when the England and Australia's players head home before the business end of the league this season. They also have Ashton Turner in the middle order, has not played in the IPL yet, but a few weeks ago really stunned India with that fantastic knock in the one-day format. These are players, overseas players, the team will really bank on. And then they have the likes of Dhaval Kulkarni, K. Gautam, who have across the league in various teams have made an impact. K. Gautam plays for Karnataka in the domestic circuit, has success with India A as well. He's a player who we saw last season, twice with the bat and a few times with the ball, up front, in the back end, in the middle overs, really can make an impact. This match will be played in Jaipur a few hours from now. Both teams, as I said, have only won the IPL once between them, and that was Rajasthan back in 2008. On paper, both teams have firepower with the batting and the bowling. Perhaps Punjab more so because they have Gayle and Rahul up front. But if Josh Butler opens again for Rajasthan, he's a player who could really make a difference with the bat. So stay tuned for us. Follow all the updates and the match news analysis on cricketcountry.com, and we'll be recapping every match of the league going forward.